Right away, you can see the difference out there in practice. Guys know what they're actually looking at. They know what offense is doing. They know formations. They've grown that much. We've all grown that much. Just branching away from knowing what we're supposed to be doing as an individual, what we're doing as a team, and what the offense is trying to do to us. So going into last year, we were excited. One of the youngest secondaries in the country, and this year it's kind of turned around for us. We have a lot of juniors coming back. Guys got a lot of starts under their belt and a lot of plays, so they've seen a lot more. So going into this year, we're hoping that that could be an advantage for us.
You're going to be facing a spread offense likely in the first 2 weeks. What did you learn last year against people like Louisiana Tech, and how difficult was it just to keep up that pace?
Yeah, well, facing a lot of spread teams, some teams want to spread you out and try to go deep. You got to realize what they want to do to you. Some teams try to use the short passing game as a form of running style. So with the spread offense, you kind of got to take it as assignment football. A lot of people add their zone read with it, with the bubble to a side, or maybe run screens off of it. So it's all about knowing the formula as far as down and distance, personnel, knowing the tendencies of the players, whether they're a guy who wants to try to attack you deep, or a guy who they primarily use in the bubble. So from that aspect, you just try to make guys focus in on their assignment, because it's assignment football. And as far as conditioning, you do things in the summer as far as extra conditioning, running, cutting down your rest to, make sure you're in shape to go out there and perform at your best.
How brutal was it trying to keep up with Louisiana Tech?
Yeah, guys got a lot of snaps under their belt. You just try to go out there and attack every play like it's a new play. Make adjustments from there, whether you need to go to a different defense, change up your assignments, give them different looks to throw them off a little bit. So, we've been working on that a lot this season.
You guys have a new defensive coordinator and totally different mindset that he brings. People who watched you last year and who watch you this year, what will stand out as the biggest difference?
After this one, just trade with
Obviously, we're going to get off and try to pressure people, whether that's bringing 5 or 6 or showing like we're bringing a lot of guys and, just kind of falling back into a soft zone or some type of trap man concept. So we're just looking to go out there and, keep people on their toes with different looks.
Only 8 seniors, but do you feel like that because of that, maybe the junior class takes on more of a leadership role? Do you feel like you're one of the guys that people look to you in your class the same way?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. We just recently had our team photo and stuff like that. And when he called the senior class, I looked up and there wasn't many guys up there. So, around the locker room, we kind of look around and we see a lot of junior faces, a lot of us in the same class, or have been here a year before and redshirted. So, we take pride in guys showing leadership from the junior level standpoint. But we have some great seniors who are doing a great job of, motivating guys, teaching the right way, and we're all just kind of bought in on this concept of we all need to lead each other and follow at times as well. So we're just making it a team effort.
Coach is new to his responsibility for linebackers, but he's been a safety coach. He played safety in college. What have you picked up from him just from a position standpoint?
He's an amazing guy. He knows his stuff from the front defensive line all the way back to the secondary, like you mentioned. So obviously him coaching the linebackers, those guys in front of me, he can kind of tell me what they're doing, different techniques or different stuff I can use as a secondary player, which will help me understand and fit in well with the linebackers and with the defense as a whole. So he's a great guy.
What's an adjustment to his coaching style, which is, I guess, can be kind of loud?
Yeah, well, he makes sure he gets his points across. As players, we're out there trying to get better, and he just wants the best out of us. So, you kind of just take it and you go out there the next play and try to perform and make changes or do exactly what he says because he's had so much experience.
Bigger than last year?
Yeah, I've put on a little bit of weight. I've been trying to hit the weight room, bulk up a little bit, work on explosive and staying fast as well.
So how much heavier are you now than you started last year?
I'm about 10 pounds heavier than last year.
Looking back on that season last year, where do you think your biggest deficiencies maybe were as a safety, and how did you go about fixing that in the offseason?
A lot of stuff just comes with experience, You can go out there, you think you may know what you may see, but your eyes can kind of play tricks on you if you haven't been in certain situations. So I think a big point from this year and last year, which we all made a big jump, was just our eyes and understanding of down and distance and different situations like chains of personnel and stuff like that. So, it kind of gives you a heads up of how offense may attack you on the next play. So I think just knowing and kind of being in there huddle, as Coach Tenuta would say, it allows you for success. If you go out there just kind of with a blind slate, then you're susceptible to anything.
Anthony, speaking of this offense you'll be going against, it's a quarterback not totally unlike the guy you've been practicing against with Taysom Hill. How do you try to contain a guy that's got that ability to run and throw?
Yeah, well, dual threats, they're always tough to stop. Guys have been trying to give us a great look in practice, we have a quarterback who we think is very mobile and, can throw the ball as well. So practice against Dave during camp, he's given us a good look, just trying to, making plays with his feet as well as keeping you at bay with his arms. So, he's doing a great job with that for us, trying to give us a look. But, you just got to prepare as much as you can as far as the plays and just putting yourself in position and then making the plays when you're there.
FAC play as a true freshman, what is that first week like when you're preparing for a game? You're going to play your first college game and you also suddenly have classes on top of that when you've been in training camp for no classes.
Yeah, well, we've been in camp for a while, so, you kind of get in a routine of just, like, focusing heavy on football. But when the school factor comes in, we just try to take it and look at it as, we talk about adversity a lot on the team, and that's just a new factor that we have to face. And, we just try to overcome it, go to class, stay focused. And when it's time for football, turn it on and, give your all in both categories.
Have you been going for spearing at all in scrimmages and properly adjusted to the new rules?
No, well, guys have been going out there just having fun. There's a couple quick plays that coaches is like, you need to be careful on. But I know we're out there practicing against our team right now, so guys are trying to get everybody to the game.
How have you practiced? Has that been adjusted at all because of that new rule, or is it just going to kind of stay going?
So far right now, it hasn't been a really big problem or hasn't affected me as much or at all, really. Going into the game, you try not to worry about it. Just go out there and play, make smart plays, and, just let the chips fall where they land.
Was there one scrimmage when the officials called it, they kind of stopped the scrimmage to explain to you guys why they called that?
Yeah, officials are doing a great job that Coach London brings in with us, trying to give us a good understanding of what they're looking for. And, throughout practice, coaches are heavy on us about using the right technique, keeping your head up and different stuff like that so everybody can be safe. You want to protect the offensive player as well as yourself out there.
You mentioned all the pressure and what's in the Coach Tenuta likes to bring. For the secondary, do you feel like you guys are going to be in a lot of one-on-one situations because of that? Do you feel that it maybe fits the strengths of this secondary maybe better than what you guys were asked to do last year?
Well, we know every defense has its holes in it, bringing pressure. It can help, getting to the quarterback, not having him a chance to set his feet. But, when the pressure doesn't hit home, you can put yourself in a vulnerable position. So, we just try to work on our technique as far as man and zone concepts and knowing where you're supposed to be and knowing where the offensive players may end up after the play starts. And that'll hopefully cut down on mistakes or open areas where the offense can attack you.
Do you foresee yourself as a safety picking up receivers a lot rather than maybe playing in a zone because of just how many guys are going to bring?
Well, the defense has a lot of adversity. You could find yourself one-on-one with the receiver, one-on-one with the tight end, or maybe just dropping in the zone coverage. So, he does a great job of mixing it up for us, which allows us to, keep the offense at bay and keep them guessing. Hopefully they'll throw the ball to a few other people besides their teammates.
What impressed me about Cody Goffman, their kind of 6'4", 210 receiver, that's kind of big.
Yeah, he has great size, great speed, great ability. Goes up and get the ball, is very physical. So, we try to go out there and that's what we work for in the off season. We train hard, lift weights, run, and try to improve our skills as well. So, we want to go out there and just give it everything we got and get covered.
Does it remind you of anybody you played against last year at all?
There were a few big receivers. You know, we played against Wake Forest, had a couple of tall guys who went up and really attacked the ball. Virginia Tech as well. So, you know, you see similar players, but, you know, I wouldn't say there's no player that's exactly the same.
Talk about Darius Jennings a little bit in terms of having to match up against him in practice. What does he do well that tests the secondary?
Darius, he's a very good athlete. He's smart. He's really improved at reading coverages. He's improved his route running. His catching ability has went up. He has great speed, so you know he has the ability to stretch the field. But because he's worked on his route running, he has the ability to make it look like he's going deep and, you know, break the route off short. And I just think he has a chance to be a very special player here, creating a lot of explosive plays on offense and his special team as well.
You guys embrace this schedule, and people talk about this, at least the home schedule, the program history of late. How do you guys handle it?
Well, you know, guys want to, you know, create a dream season. You know, in order to do that, you have to create a dream schedule. So, you know, guys are very excited. We obviously believe in our talents. We believe we can play with the best. So, you know, this gives us an opportunity right here to see where we measure up.
Go ahead, last question. Well, I think some say that that's probably maybe that's a big, you know, potential recruits look at that schedule and say like that. If you were a recruit, would you look at that and say, hey, I want to take on these teams in your mind?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you're a competitor, you know, you want to go out there and compete and show people that you're potentially the best or the best around. So, you know, in order to do that, you got to match up with the best. And, you know, you just train, work hard, and go out there and give it your all and see where you fall.